Hello and welcome to the final Studio 415 show of 2021. On today's show, you'll see how 15 teachers at Carroll have raised money by not shaving, you'll see how many Carroll students balance their schoolwork and their after-school job, and you'll get an update on how the wrestling season has begun. All of that and more coming up next.
It's a pretty tough sport. I would say it's one of the toughest high school sports anyone could do.
I'd highly recommend getting a job. I mean, the money adds up fast, no matter how much you're making an hour.
I also wouldn't shave my head, and they could decide what I do with that.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Evan Schatz. There are always many ways to help raise money for charity like cancer awareness. One way is wearing facial hair for a whole month. This year, Carroll High School decided to give it another shot. In my story, I review the moments of this annual tradition and interview the teachers who took part in the challenge as they raised over $1,700 to fight cancer. In October, 15 teachers came together and agreed to participate in the No Shave November Challenge, a popular challenge where the teachers would say goodbye to their raisers for the whole month of November. First introduced to Carroll by health teacher Steve Lubehusen, over the years, many teachers became a part of the challenge with him. No Shave November worked towards raising funds for cancer research. The proceeds went to the American Cancer Society, with one of its events being Relay for Life. For some, there was some motivation for the challenge. Science teacher Brian Booker reveals one person from his life that gave him the courage to go ahead and take part in the challenge with his other colleagues.
The money is going towards Relay for Life from Carroll to help cancer research. My mom passed away from gallbladder cancer about 15 years ago now. So it's a cause that I like to get behind too. So it's another reason to help with the fundraiser.
In addition to the ACS, another charity Booker works towards is the Jimmy V Foundation on channels like ESPN that appears during a special week every year. Booker even shows a video of the charity for those who have never seen it. Despite the extra charities, some teachers believe that the ACS is still the perfect charity to work for and would not change it for anything, like computer science teacher Jeb Campbell.
There's countless charities, amongst the community or across the nation that you could get involved in. As far as one that I would pick, I can't see a reason why I wouldn't pick Relay for Life also.
Though the money tried to stop a serious condition, it was also used for fun, which is what the challenge was all about. When a class reached the $50 threshold, that teacher would style their beards in any style the students wanted through a vote. Some of the options that the students could pick from were the popularly suggested mutton chops, shaving the chin and keeping the rest on, and even Drake's hairstyle gained some momentum. But the goals did not stop there. Other classes would have higher dollar thresholds for events like keeping their teachers' beards longer than a day and even encouraging the teachers to get frosted tips, a hairstyle that is shortened and spiked with the hairs bleached in a lighter color on the ends of the spikes. CHS senior Tojo Tran believes that the challenge can be humorous because of the amount of power the students can have and how special that can be.
I think it's very funny because I feel like having the student body just have control over their teachers for once is always an interesting, enticing idea. So the fact that we can use that ability to raise money will just exponentially make more people want to donate because they just want to have fun.
But like with any challenge, there are its competitors and its favorites. Many teachers and students alike believe that English teacher Michael Schaffner and math teacher Tim Slofer were favorites to win the No Shave November Challenge. Schaffner had a beard in the works before the challenge, and Slofer was always being competitive with other teachers. Tran finished our time with revealing his favorites where he believed would win the challenge.
Mr. Schaffner has a luscious beard, and I'm pretty sure he's running on there too. So definitely donate to Michael Schaffner, because I want to see what people do with him.
The participants will continue to wear their beards chosen by their students through their votes for as long as their goals would allow. Even though November may be over, that does not mean that you still cannot donate. If you would still like to donate to the American Cancer Society and for their efforts on cancer research, check out the link below for more details. At least the teachers got to say hello to a raiser once again. For Studio 415, I'm Evan Schatz. Now if you excuse me, I have some shaving to do. Students at Carroll spend their time doing many different pastimes after school. One of the most common is getting a job and working. Studio 415 reporter Lennon Ormanston explores some of the different jobs that CHS students have.
CHS is filled with students who work a variety of jobs after school. I went around to students' jobs and witnessed exactly what they do. Fast food, retail, and entertainment. All are different types of jobs that students have. Many students at CHS spend their time after school working to gain job experience and money. For some, it may be their first job, and for others, they may have multiple jobs. Junior Sawyer Skaggs spends his time after school working at Walmart, primarily in the garden section. In the summer, he waters plants, and during the winter, he enjoys setting up the holiday decorations.
My favorite part about my job is building Christmas trees because I like building things, and Christmas trees are beautiful, and I love Christmas.
Skaggs explains that he applied at Walmart so he could make good money, meet new friends, and have a good time. Overall, he's grateful for all that his job has offered him.
I found my job at Walmart because my other job ended because it was a seasonal job at Darlington, and then I shop at Walmart, and I was like, you know, it would be pretty fun to work here, and then I applied.
Carroll sophomore Charlie Herr works at B. Antonio's Pizza. Herr spends his time making different food, such as pizza, sandwiches, and other menu items. He also does a variety of other tasks, such as washing dishes and sweeping the floors. Herr says that while working a job, his education is always the #1 priority.
Well, after work, school comes first. There's nights that I can't really talk to my friends that much, but schoolwork's definitely the most important thing.
Donnie Dimbirio is another Carroll Jr. who works at his father's entertainment center called Combat Ops. Dimbirio enjoys interacting with guests and loves seeing the joy on customers' faces.
The favorite part of my job is definitely being able to interact with kids and just seeing all the happy looks on their faces when they're playing laser tag and things like that. It's really fun.
Dimbirio's situation isn't the typical high school job, since he works for his dad's business. One day, he hopes the business might be handed down to him.
Well, I mean, in the future, I would obviously like to see myself potentially owning the business. I think it'd be really cool having it passed down from my father.
There are many job opportunities available everywhere. If you're interested in gaining job experience or even just making money, look around for a job that best suits you. For Studio 415, I'm Lennon Ormanston.
When put on the spot, could you answer some of the Christmas trivia? Studio 415 reporter Alan Sizemore shoved the mic in students' faces to find out in this week's Commons Questions.
Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Commons Questions. I'm your host, Alan Sizemore. Let's get into it. Excuse me, sir, excuse me. What's your least favorite thing about Christmas?
Actually, Alan, what's your least favorite thing about Christmas? Name all 9 of Santa's reindeer.
All 9 of Santa's reindeer.
Yeah.
There's Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. And the most famous reindeer of all is Rudolph.
We have 3 of us. We can figure this
There's
out.
9. Name 3 Christmas movies that you like.
Elf, Christmas Story. I don't know anymore.
What's your least favorite thing about Christmas?
Probably like getting toothbrushes. Like, I already have one. Why do I need more? You know what I'm talking about?
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph. Yes. Yeah.
There you go. That is all 9. Good job.
The 3 favorite Christmas movies. Okay, so A Christmas Story, Elf, and White Christmas.
Good choices. Thank you.
Holiday, Love Story, and Christmas Wonderland. I don't know if those are all movies or not.
You don't know if those are movies? Can you name all 9 of Santa's reindeer?
I cannot.
Do you want to try?
I don't know diddly squat of them.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm just making sure you got as much. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on one horse open sleigh. Hey, you guys can sing along too. Feel free. I thought you said you wanted me to. What are your 3 favorite Christmas films?
Elf. Why am I forgetting every Christmas movie to exist?
What is your least favorite thing about Christmas?
Commercialism.
Commercialism. Thank you. Come on, get to 3. Get to 3. Come on.
Can't get to 3. Oh my God.
Only Elf?
Only Elf. I don't like Polar Express.
Not okay. What is your least favorite thing about Christmas?
Least favorite thing about Christmas is Christmas songs too early.
I don't know. Give me some options.
There's no options. Just pick out of all of the Christmas movies you've seen.
I'm forgetting them.
Okay, thank you. Whatever. Merry Christmas from all of us here at Commons Questions.
Us?
Yes. Back to you in the studio.
Wrestling season has begun, and that comes with a new roster with teams with newcomers and returning seniors. Studio 415 reporter Landon Wallace has more on this season's start.
The Carroll Chargers wrestling team has started practicing and conditioning to prepare for the tough season ahead of them. Each wrestler starts off by getting their body fat measured using a test that establishes what weight class they're in. They can then work hard to move up or down in weight classes. Each wrestler is given a strict diet where they are limited to the amount of food that they can eat in a day, cutting out needless calories like second helpings and sugars like soda and sweets. With close to 30 wrestlers this year, the team has been working hard to get in shape. The team practices 6 days a week for 2 hours a day. 2020 semi-state qualifier and senior Jared Landez says that you have to be tough and put in the work to be a wrestler.
It takes mental toughness, physical toughness. You got to believe in yourself. You just got to can't listen to the doubters. And you just got to keep pushing forward.
Senior, team leader, and wrestler Ruslan Mizerbiev explains how having the right mindset can have an impact on how one performs.
There's a lot of things that can do that. For me personally, it's just, having confidence, getting rid of those butterflies before a match. I'd say the biggest mindset is just biggest thing is your own your mindset and not you're doubting yourself, believing in yourself, knowing you can do it, practicing the moves, knowing you practice all this practice so long just to come out here and wrestle one match and just being you and just getting through it and doing the best you can.
Expectations are high for the Chargers this season after Reeve Muncie's win at the state finals where he placed first. The team is working hard and putting in the effort to make a return to state. Being on the wrestling team can take a lot of time and effort, but Coach Briggs says that anybody can be on the team as long as they want to put in the work.
The kids that are out here, they gotta be disciplined. They gotta come to practice every day and willing to put in 100%, no more than that. But it's got to be every day, and they gotta understand that their teammates are part of their goal. Who they practice with every day is part of their goal. And making sure they're here as well.
The team's next meet will be tonight at Bishop Dwenger High School. For Studio 415, I'm Landon Wallace.
Educating students and keeping them safe are two of the biggest responsibilities for NACS. Studio 415 reporter Evan Piganew finds out how school safety procedures are being followed at Carroll.
School safety is everything, ranging from the physical safety of the building, staff, students, and the environment surrounding it. It keeps CHS and the district safe by following certain procedures to prevent or avoid threats and dangers. New officer Eric Butler, the Carroll School Resource Officer, talks about how different threats can be handled.
If we get a threat to the school over the phone or social media, I'll call on additional resources and we'll investigate it. If we've got somebody not in class when they're supposed to be and it's kind of suspicious, we'll track them down, we'll take care of them that way. So it really depends on the situation at hand.
CHS has many different ways of handling and dealing with threats and situations. The officers are always proactive and ready for any kind of situation by doing daily checkups with the staff and students. There are also random patrols and safety systems throughout the school. Carroll student Jacob Wiseman explains how he feels about school safety.
I would say that personally I feel safe in the school, and I think the staff are doing what they can to try and improve on that, but I think there are some things they could improve on. Possibly reaching out to students, communication with students, and things of the sort.
Officer Butler talks about what you should do if you ever see something you shouldn't or feel unsafe.
We always say, trust us, let us help if you see something, no matter how minor it is. People call 911, sometimes they feel they shouldn't do it. Nope, that's what they're for. And we are just that in-house 911. So engage with us and be forthcoming. We'll gladly talk and answer any questions.
There are many safety systems, such as the Quick Tip app, so be sure to use it to your needs.
Even while in school, there are multiple actions and procedures followed to keep the building safe, so don't be afraid to speak up or reach out to staff or students. For Studio 415, I'm Evan Pickett.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. If there is a story idea that you have, please let us know. For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great finals week and break, Carroll.
Sunny days and friendly smiles walk the halls with me. Students